It broke me and it broke my pockets. And there was days that were like, I didn't eat. I literally ate like peanut butter sandwiches and the dollar pizza like every day. And my sister would sometimes like cash at me like $20 and be like, get something to eat. Hey guys, it's your girl Cheska back at it again with another video. You already know every Sundays and Wednesdays I'm here, so make sure that you are here with me too. If you're into fashion hauls, travel, vlogs, lifestyle, love, and more, definitely stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave your comments below. So I'm always sitting down in videos, so this time I was like, let me stand up a little bit. Let me change it up a little bit. So we're gonna get right into this video. And again, one of the reasons that I started my YouTube channel is for people to really get to know me and who I really am, not just what they see on social media or, you know, from my pictures and assume this other lifestyle. And how I am is I can be a private person. You know, I don't like people to pity me, and I don't like people in my business like that. You know, I feel like I go through my struggles alone and I strive alone as well. But nobody knew, like my close friends knew that I literally would have $20 to my name to last me like 2 weeks. You can't live off of that. You cannot. So there's a lot of things that people think that they knew, but they really didn't know. So in this video, I'm gonna be basically giving a story time of the time that I started real estate, and I was at the brokest point in my life. It was bad. So let me get right into this video. So I would say like a good 4 years ago, I wanted to get into real estate. And I also wanted to be more independent. I got over the 9-to-5 thing. So at this point, I actually quit my job, going to Dubai. And I was like, there's no way I'm coming back from Dubai and I am going to be working like this and living like this. This is not how I want my life to be. So yes, I did end up quitting, but I get told that, you know, the reason was because of the shift. And they understood actually, and I got unemployment. So for the whole year, I was getting unemployment. So towards the end, I always wanted to do real estate because I love homes. I love showing homes. I just like houses, period. Whether it's an apartment house. I also used to watch $1 Million Listings, and I love that show. You know, I was like, you know what, now that I do have time, let's get into the real estate. So I took the classes. In New York, I did it in New York though, not in New Jersey. So you had to pay like, I had to pay like $500 for the book and the classes, and you have to take like 72 hours to take the test. It took me 3 times to pass the state test. And then what's crazy is they don't tell you what you get wrong on. They just basically tell you if you pass or fail. So I ended up passing, which was so happy. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, I'm about to get into it. I started working for this firm, and it wasn't like a big firm like Douglas Elliman or anything like that. The broker, which is the person in charge of the whole firm, he basically had a lot of listings. He had access to a lot of listings, and all we had to do was just take the calls, make the appointments, show the apartment, and, you know, sign the leases with the clients and everything. And they get like 50% of it, which is kind of a lot, even though you're doing like majority of the physical work, you know. Just to let you know, also with real estate, if you're looking for fast money, real estate is not, being a real estate salesperson is not the job if you want fast money. My unemployment is completely off. So my only income is the real estate. So I was like, you know what, this is gonna challenge me, put your all into it, do what you gotta do. And that's what I did. And with the real estate, there comes, you know, There sometimes your broker may charge certain fees every week for, you know, using their systems, etc. You have to get like, you know, your little license card. You also being in New York, like you basically have to have like an unlimited Metro card because you're constantly like on the train, or you may be paying a lot for like Ubers, and then, you know, your meals, like that can add up. And then I still had like my personal bills that I still had. Going to New York alone, it costs like $7.75 one way. And then when I have to go see the clients, you know, you have to swipe a Metro card. You have to now get on the subway. And at times, like to avoid paying that $70.75, I would ask to stay at a friend's house. And I would stay on people's couches or whatever, you know, so to avoid not spending that extra train money, because I really didn't have it. And I used to go to work dressed up, like my little skirts, my little top, like on the outside I looked fine, but on the inside I was dying. I was hurt. I was broke, you know. And so people would just see me and be like, oh, you look cute, girl. Oh my God, I want to do real estate too. And in my head, I'm like, it's not all this hype to be, especially if you don't. And like I'm saying, this is only if you don't have like another source of income. Like I pretty much put my all into it. Yeah. So there were times where I could make a commission check for the week of $3,000, and then for the next 3 weeks or so, nothing. And that's where things started to, I would say, get me a little like discouraged. Like I was excited when I got the commission checks, and I was like, yes, I got it and everything. And then there were times where I didn't get anything, and I was putting the work out. I was, you know, previewing apartments, I was updating the information, I was getting calls, but no one was really interested. It's either no one was really interested or they didn't qualify for the apartments. Because in New York, it is crazy. You gotta make 40 times the rent. In certain landlords, you have to have a certain credit. And if you have a pet, that's out the picture. So even though people inquired a lot about the places that we had, it's just getting that sale. And I had to minimize like how I was living. Like I still had my place, but funds were getting low. Like I was tapping into my savings and stuff just to maintain. At this point, I'm still behind. So if I got another little check, that would just pay what I have behind, but then I had new bills on top of it. And I remember like only like my sister and my guy best friend knew what was really going on, and I would even be embarrassed to ask them for money. But and there was days that were like I didn't eat, and if I did eat, like I would literally remember I literally ate like peanut butter sandwiches and the dollar pizza like every day. And my sister would sometimes like cash at me like $20 and be like, get something to eat. And she didn't have to do this. She really didn't. And like my best friend, he was the one that was like getting me to work, because I felt like if I didn't go into work, then I wouldn't, have the opportunity to try to make money. And I'm like, I know I could do this. I know I could do this. I know I could do this. I know I could do it. I know I could do this. And so it was hard. It was really hard. Like I was losing a lot of weight. I was. That I could say I was like the skinniest point as well. What sucks sometimes also with real estate is like from, I would say after Thanksgiving to like March, it's super slow, because now you have Thanksgiving, you have Christmas, you have New Year, so all these holidays, and then after the holidays are done, people are trying to get their money back and people are waiting for the income taxes. So it's like, it's pretty much slow during that time. So I didn't really have like a Christmas during that time because of it. I couldn't go shopping, couldn't get my hair done. Eventually I had to get a job. Like I had to get whatever job I could find. Like I had to get because I couldn't continue asking, you know, people for money, or my sister constantly sending me money. Like I don't like that. Like I really don't. Like, you know, I don't like people have pity for me and I have to be like a burden on someone else. So I eventually, I had to get like a little job, and that paid like, Lord, like nothing. I was sad that I had to get a job because I wanted to be independent. I wanted to pretty much have control of my time, but that was like a very low point in my life. And not saying that money is everything, but if you want to take care of yourself, you need money. And I needed more consistent funds. It was definitely one of the brokest times in my life to it. Yes, I did have a successful year. Yes, I did do great for being a first-time agent, but it also broke me. It broke me and it broke my pockets. And now I look back, and now I know like what I can do to make it even better, because I still want to do real estate. When I do move to the West Coast, I'm definitely going to get my license and do real estate out there. But I'm also going to make sure that I do have other sources, multiple sources of income coming in, so I don't ever have to go through that point. But I know I had to go through that point so that I can be stronger and just be better, you know. But I learned from it. I am in a way better place now, and I'm just excited to move and, you know, do it in another state and be successful, because I honestly want to be one of I can be the first or one of the Black women to actually appear on $1 Million Listings. Because if you ever watch that show, you would know that it's only men, Caucasian men, that have made it successfully. You don't really see any minorities or any Black women on there, or any women period on there competing against these men. So I'm not giving up. That was like just a stepping stone in my life, and now it's only to the top. I don't see anything less than that at this point. But thank you guys so much for listening to my story. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. I definitely appreciate it. Till the next video, I love you guys. Bye. Oh, don't forget to also subscribe to my official webpage. I will be adding more things again so that you guys can get to know me more, into my life more. There's journal entries, there's poems, there's my videos and other things as well. And don't forget to follow me as well on Instagram at Thefashplife. Let's support each other, let's connect, let's be friends. Till next time, bye.